Nation, what's going on? It's been a minute since I've been live, and I figured I'd go live really quickly because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to go live tomorrow to see the latest and greatest on what's going on around the NFL. But I figured I'd go live right now just to give you some things that I heard, you know, on the grapevine. Now, we heard that Kenny Pickett got hurt, and before Kenny Pickett got hurt, they said it's a hamstring situation. He injured his hammy. And prior to Kenny Pickett getting hurt, Shedeur was fourth on the depth chart. Now, here's something strange that I found out. I'll tell you something strange that I found out earlier. There's a vlogger, a Cleveland vlogger. He actually attended the games. I mean, not the games, the practice. And when he was at the practice, he said a lot of the fans that were attending practice and a lot of the vloggers that were there, they weren't happy with what they were seeing. He said they had Shedeur throwing to trainers, man. And he said everybody was looking around like, what the fuck is this? Like they weren't, it was a couple reps where they had him throwing to trainers. And he wasn't getting any, he really wasn't getting any opportunities, really. Now, we do see him throwing reps. You know, they got whatever they got recorded on Twitter, so we see that. And the strange part about it is they said the reps that he is getting, he's killing it. And he's just not getting his opportunities. And they said that it's not because he don't know the playbook, because they said that the coaches, what they're doing is they'll call out a play real quick, and then you got to go execute the play. And they said it was never a time in practice where they called them out and said, hey, you messed the play up. Nobody ever did that. So it's not that he don't know the playbook. He knows the playbook. But this guy went really in depth on what he saw at the training. And it's a little bit concerning because we know that this is a very unique situation that we're in, that we're watching here. Not that we're in, I'm not in it, but we're watching take place. I have never, it's been a long time. I don't think I can go back and think of a time where a first round draft pick was treated this way. He's a first round draft pick. I don't care if he got drafted in the fifth or sixth round. I don't care about all that. He's a bona fide first round pick. For him to slip like that, it definitely was politics, but they're trying to drown him out. That's what was the sentiment from the people that were there watching. They said they're trying to drown him out. And what I'm going to do is, once this video uploads, I'm going to put the link in the description to that channel. I got to go find this in my watch history. He said it was really interesting. He said that he just wasn't getting the opportunity. And they said a couple times when he did, he wasn't even throwing the receivers. He was throwing the equipment trainers. And that's how they're it's like they're sunning him. And it's very concerning because of the work he's putting in. And for him to just have him throw because what happened is they said that they were doing their drills, right? And then they will move on to the next drill. And Shedeur was last. And all the other receivers had to go on to the next drill with the other quarterbacks. And Shedeur was left throwing to the trainers. That's a little concerning. And before you even go on to the next drill, at least give him a receiver. It's a little concerning how they treat them. And I know a lot of people are thinking since Kenny Pickett got hurt, he has to move up now. I don't know about that. I don't know. It's just how they treat them. I'm not sure. We'll see. Now, here's another thing that's a little bit concerning. They said, the coach mentioned that when he was speeding, it wasn't a smart thing. It wasn't a smart thing, but they didn't mention the other guy. He was mum's the word on the other guy, but for Shedeur, it wasn't a smart thing. What are you talking about? What's worse, speeding or domestic violence? Like, what's worse? And I'm not trying to put the other dude down, but man, they out of pocket. Guys, they're going to be out of pocket with him this season. And I'm expecting it. It has to be some type of divine intervention that has to happen here for him to be treated right. I don't give a damn if he was drafted in the fifth round. You know he wasn't a fifth round draft pick. He definitely wasn't. And for him at this, well, here's the thing: what's going to happen during preseason? During preseason, the couple preseason games that they're going to play, he has to get a lot of reps then, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to play. It doesn't make sense to play your starters in the preseason game. That doesn't make sense. So if I'm correct, it should be Joe Flacco as the starter because he's the 19-year veteran. If they're going to go that route. Number two, with Kenny Pickett is hurt. He got a hamstring issue. I'm not sure if they're going to go with him as second string. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, it will be must-watch TV because he's going to get a lot of reps in in those preseason games because Joe Flacco. I'm expecting him. I'm expecting him just to play a series. That's pretty much it. Because if they're going to go with Joe Flacco as a starter, you don't want to risk him getting hurt in preseason. So I would think a series for him. If Kenny Pickett is back, a series for him. And the rest of the snaps go to Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur. I promise you, at the end of those games, they're going to have a problem. They're going to have a problem at the end of those games because the Browns fans are going to be calling for Shedeur to go in. And I heard that they already calling for him to go in at the training camp. Did you know people went to the training camp and they were disappointed? I heard they were disappointed. They were there to see Shedeur. They weren't there. They were there to see a few other people, but they were like, how come he not getting no reps? We want to see him. And the little reps that he did got, he wooed the crowd. He was the reason why the crowd was oohing and eyeing. He was the reason why the crowd was oohing and eyeing when he did get in. And they weren't doing that for the other quarterbacks. They didn't even do it. They were waiting for him to play. They were literally waiting for him to play. And so that's what happened. Yeah, so they were waiting for him to play, and he didn't play. And I heard that the crowd was pissed off when they saw him throw to the trainer. When they saw him throw to the trainers, that's how they're sunning him. And I know a lot of people are saying that since Kenny Pickett is hurt, he needs to get first and second team reps, but I'm not so sure of that. I'm not so sure the way they're carrying him. I'm not so sure. The way they're carrying him right now, I don't expect Shedeur to ever play this season. The way they're carrying him. They just going to do it just to prove a point. That's what it seemed like. Damn, I dropped my phone. I hope I hold it. No, I didn't crack it. I got my case on it. But I'm expecting them to not play him the whole season the way they're carrying him. And for him to be throwing to equipment trainers, that's not good. That's not a good sign. You don't treat somebody with that type of skills and you throw to an equipment trainer. You know what I'm saying? You don't yeah, you don't treat somebody that's a first round draft pick and have him throw to equipment train. He has first round draft pick skills. You don't have him throwing equipment trainers. If Kenny Pickett didn't get hurt, I won't expect Shedeur to get no burn this season. I don't expect him to get none. Not this whole season. The way they're carrying him. And why they're doing that, I'm not sure. Not sure why they're doing that. I'm not sure why they're doing that. But yeah, not sure why they're doing it. To be honest with you, I was really concerned when that vlogger was describing what he saw. He said there's no quarterback competition. He said Shedeur is not in competition. He's just there. And I was really concerned when I heard that. I know they can't let him outperform Gabriel, but the fan said he is. For the little reps that he got, he looked better. I'm not sure about the Browns, whatever, getting fired. I'm not sure. But for him to be thrown to equipment trainers, he's not playing this season. And they're really trying to get to this man's head. And hopefully, they don't allow him. Yeah, so it's when I got really concerned when I heard this vlogger. He's a Cleveland vlogger, and after this live chat is uploaded, I'm gonna leave his link in my description so you can see it there. And he described what he saw, and he was like, he just wasn't getting the opportunities. And he clearly, they said the way he looks in practice, he clearly is a first team quarterback. Clearly, he's outplaying all of them, and they're not going to allow him to outshine the rest of the quarterbacks because they don't. It's politics being played. But the only thing that Shedeur could do right now is not let it get to him. Only thing he can do is what he do and let God take care of the rest. At this point, um, we just gonna let it see how it play out. You said Shador needs this to happen because there is no way he should be out there speeding. We all speed every day. I was speeding today. I was going one over the speed limit today. That's considered speeding. I was going five over the speed limit today. That's considered speeding. I went 10 over the speed limit. That's considered speeding. So what you think should happen to me? I was going 60 in a 55-mile-per-hour zone. That's speeding. And what are you talking about? Speeding. We got somebody that got drafted, and I hate to talk about bad about people, but um he's being what do you call it? Hold up. Now you gotta leave, yo. You can't you in the wrong channel. This is not a hate Shador channel. So let me go ahead and hide you from the channel. We don't need you up in here. Come on, you crazy. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know why this guy come up in here. Oh, I was just trying to block him, make sure he don't come talking about something about him speeding. Man, get up out of here, man. This ain't no hate Shedeur channel, man. So yeah, I mean, at this point, they're not being fair, and they're not being fair. So being that they're not being fair, I'm not wishing injury on nobody, but I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, especially when they start the season. If they start that season, I'm gonna wait to the fifth game. By the fifth or sixth game, if they're under 500, they're gonna have to go in a different direction. More than likely, they're not going to. And I'm trying to figure out what the fuck went wrong here. Like for him to get treated like this. Is it because of the whole prime equity situation? I mean, that's just business. That's just business. You know, that's just business. I think every player in the NFL should be looking at this sideways at this point. And I mean, at some point, I would say people need to band together so that one of their brothers won't get mistreated. But we don't never stick together like that for shit like this not to happen. But yeah, I know he's out with a hamstring, but I don't think that's necessarily going to bump Shador up. I don't think so. Not the way they're acting. You don't have somebody with his skills throwing to an equipment trainer. You don't do that. That's disrespectful. And I was gonna talk about it. I was gonna talk about that, but I didn't want to. I can't. I hate to keep bringing attention to negativity. I hate to keep, but I have to call it how I see it. Because Shador can't say nothing. He has to be politically correct. So I'm gonna be the one to say it. That's fucked up what they're doing. And all he has to do is just keep working hard, and the fans are gonna see it. Everybody see. They said when they were at the practice, everybody saw it. Everybody was talking about it in the stand. They were like, "What the fuck is this? Like, how come he not playing?" They was like, "How come he not like? Well, we here to see him." They can't justify what they're doing. He's not. He's better than that. They not. That's what I'm saying, guys. It's like it's really on us and the generations before us. It's the reason why this happened is my generation, the generation before my generation, and the generation before them. We never started our own league. We always got to go to them to to have a league. You know what I'm saying? We should have band together 30 years ago for this not to happen. Where the fuck is he gonna go? Canada? Like, you know what I'm saying? What other league is comparable to this one? Trump tried to start one, but they washed Trump out. That's why he's still pissed at the NFL when he tried to start his own league, and they washed him out. You know what I'm saying? They have a monopoly over this game, and I'm not so. I'm to be honest with you. I know Coach Prime was like, you got to work and this and that. The NFL. I'm not sure if the NFL is good anymore. Like, this has got a sour taste in my mouth to where I don't even want to watch the NFL. I don't. You know, these kids put a lot of work in, to get to a certain level, and just fuck you. Let's just collude for you to just look bad and just wash you out. So I know. The thing is, the dog pound. They will put pressure, but I don't think they still not gonna start him, yo. I don't think so. I'm not convinced that they're gonna start him. They have him throwing the equipment managers, man. That's what you do with quarterbacks that walk on the street. You know what I'm saying? You need a placeholder. That's what you do. That's what you do for quarterbacks. That's what you do with quarterbacks right? Oh man, let me just let them play real quick. You know what I'm saying? We got somebody that walked in off the street. We need somebody. That's what you treat. That's how you treat them. You don't treat somebody with those kind of accolades. You don't. That's like them doing that to Cam Ward. You don't do that to Cam Ward. So I'm a little disappointed in what I heard. They said it was like he just wasn't getting, he was last on the reps. So when they were done with their reps, right, they moved on to another exercise and he had to be the last one. That's why he threw the equipment managers at one point. He didn't throw the equipment managers the whole time, but for him to have thrown to equipment managers disrespectful. That was disrespectful, man. They're still working on him. It's crazy. And I got the video too of him throwing to equipment manager. He didn't even have a helmet on. This is crazy. Yeah, man. When I saw that video, I didn't want to say nothing. And then, let me tell you what the reporters did. So the reporters was like, "Hey, Shedeur, like something about like how come you didn't get bumped up or whatever, and like how come you didn't move up in a position?" Like that's a rhetorical question. That's not a question for him to answer. Basically, what they were looking for, they were looking for sound bites, and you know, they were pretty much looking for sound bites at that point. That's what they were doing. All right, all right. Yeah, so I sat there. I'm gonna, like I said, once I'm finished live, I'm gonna leave it in the description so y'all can see it. Not the actual video, but the guy that went to the training camp session and what he had to say about it. And he was really candid about it, man. He was like, when he did see Shedeur throw, he said, man, he was like a step cut above the rest. And he's working really hard, and it's just that he's not getting all the opportunity, which is understandable if he's a bona fide fifth round pick, but he's not. Because, you know, bona fide fifth round picks, those are the reps they get. But he's not a bona fide fifth round pick, and they know that. It's just that I guess they don't want him outperforming Gabriel, man, or the rest of them. But they were talking about how accurate his ball is in practice. We already know that. We watched him at Colorado. So we already know how accurate he is. We already know that already. We already know he has an arm. We know he's accurate. All that stuff we know already. This is something that, you know, it's crazy, man. I don't even, to be honest with you, I really don't even want to watch the NFL. To be honest with you, the only reason why I'm gonna watch it is obvious because I like Travis and them and Shedeur. I just want to see them. You know what I'm saying? Take center stage for the first time. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason. And quite frankly, that's the only reason why we watched the draft so long, because waiting for Shedeur to get drafted. You know what else he pointed out? The guy pointed out. I didn't know this. He said Shedeur, out of all of them, you can get his home and away jersey. He's like the only one. Some of them, they only got the home jersey. He got the home and away jersey, and they all selling out. So you making money off this man, but you have him throwing to equipment trainers. This is a very unusual situation. Very unusual. Do you realize them season ticket holders, they gonna want to see him eventually? They're gonna want, especially if they're losing, they're gonna want to see him. Now, don't get me wrong. If they start the season 5-0, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if they start the season off 2-2 and whatever, or 1-5, or 1-4, that's gonna be an issue. Because for sure, I be like contacting the team. I want a refund. Like, you guys ain't, my money ain't being spent right. That's like that's like um that's like drafting a Michael Vick and not playing Michael Vick. It's crazy. And that's saying a lot for me to say that. You got a world-class quarterback and he throwing the equipment trainers, man. Now, don't get me wrong, he has thrown the receivers, of course. You seen the footage like I've seen it. But for the fact that he threw a rep to equipment trainer is disrespectful, man. I mean, somebody let me know. Is that normal? Because I've been to the Washington training camp. I never seen the first and second string throw the equipment trainers. I never seen it before. Maybe it's a thing. I don't know. I ain't been around the game in a minute as far as the NFL. Yeah, you said Kerry Collins ahead of him, Brad Johnson. Well, they did play at some point. Kerry Collins came out of Penn State. He was good for a minute. But I'm talking about if you got a bona fide first round pick, you don't treat him like that. Yeah, I know he got drafted in the later round, but we know that was politics. It wasn't because of his skill. But we'll see come tomorrow if he start getting them the reps. We'll see. We'll see. Because like what's his name? Like Colin said a little while ago, if he don't get those reps, the coach got some explaining to do. And I'm gonna be. He said, and look, Colin was like, I don't want to talk bad about him. Don't worry, Colin. I'll be the one to do it. I'll be the one to talk bad about him. You know what I'm saying? He stayed positive. I'll be the one that ain't gonna be positive. Yep. I know we got the internet aunties. I'm the internet uncle. God damn it. I'm the internet crazy uncle. I'm the one where I will be sitting there screaming on the coach. You know what I'm saying? I'll be the one to get kicked out of the facility. So, like that, I'll be the one to get kicked out. But when I heard that, man, I heard that when I heard that what I'm saying, he was taking what do you call it? Throwing to equipment trainer. Yeah, I felt some type of way about that. I'm not sure. Did the GM get fired? I'm not sure about that. I don't think so. Hey, how you doing? Good. I have to go looking. I didn't hear that. He should, because if I'm a season ticket holder, I'm gonna be feeling a certain type of way. Let them. Don't get me wrong now. We go with Joe Flacco because he got 19 years in the game. I'm just giving him that just from because he got 19 years in the game. But if they start that season off 1-5 or 0-3, 0-4, you're gonna have to go ahead and put the superstar in the game. Because the only thing Shedeur was missing was the offensive line. That's the only thing I could come up with. He's been battle tested. He did all what he did in college, running for his life. And still, they know what they got, but I don't know, man. All I know is the optics don't look good right now. But we'll see tomorrow. Like Colin said from Life and Football, he said, "Look, y'all gonna have to put him in, or y'all got the coach gonna have some explaining to do." He said, "I'm trying to be positive. No, I'll be the one that's gonna be negative." Yeah, so I'm gonna be the one to be negative. Y'all just let me know if he ain't getting them reps this week, because Kenny Pickett got hurt. So let me know. Somebody just let me know if he's sitting up there still throwing to the fourth string. Then I'll be the one to straight up get negative. So be patient, okay? But, you know, I don't like to see nobody get injured. You know what I'm saying? Kenny Pickett, I don't like to see him get injured, but that means that the young man has to get bumped up now. That's what that means. So if he doesn't get, he needs to get first, second reps tomorrow, all throughout the rest of the week. Because now that's a good time. Like, okay, now you don't earn your stripes. So now you can get bumped up and let's see how you do, which I already know what he gonna do. He gonna sit up there and woo the crowd like he did. They said that when he did get his reps, he wooed the crowd. You know how in Colorado, you know how in Colorado when he throw a long ball and they beat the defenders, they do that sound. They did it in practice. They did whatever that is they do. Like that's what they did. He just threw a bomb in practice and made the defense look crazy, and the crowd went crazy. And they didn't do that for no other quarterback. They ain't do that for no other quarterback, man. The crowd was waiting for him, and he wooed the crowd. And he signs all the autographs. He gets all the pictures. They all want to see him. Yeah, I didn't hear about no injury. I just first heard the injury from Life and Football. He said Kenny Pickett got injured. I didn't hear about it. So now we know he got a hammy situation. A hamstring situation is it depends on how bad he hurt his hamstring. Okay, it depends on how bad he hurt it. Because if he hurt it, if they trying to have him as a second string, he gonna have to sit out. They gonna have to sit out. Because a hamstring ain't nothing to play with. Just depends on how bad it is, what grade they gave him on that injury. So he gonna have to sit out. You said Coach Prime giving a press conference at 11. I heard about that. So that means he back in Boulder, just in time for training camp. Just in time. Train just in time for the before the season. He got a lot of time anyway, but got the whole got another 5 weeks. But I didn't hear about the injury though yesterday. So that means he had to injured it yesterday, right? I didn't hear about it, but I heard about it today. And being that that happened, 12 got to get bumped up. He got to get bumped up. He got to get those reps. I want to see him throw to the superstars, man. You know what? Oh, let me tell you what else happened. They do see, I'm getting this information from somebody that was at the training camp. Yo, check this out. So when Shedeur got in, the veterans, everybody was peeping at him. They stopped and looked. And when he threw that ball, everybody was smiling. They know. They already know what they got. That's what I don't know what they doing, yo. I don't know what they doing, man. Everybody they was waiting. They had their cameras out and everything. Just waiting to see what 12 was getting ready to do. Yo, once he throw to the ones, it's a wrap, yo. I'm just telling you that. Because that means he's gonna be lined up with the offensive line number ones. He gonna be lined up with them. Oh, he got injured yesterday. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear about the injury. But like I said, I don't wish for nobody to get injured, but now I know we gonna see what happens. Is that the person, Amber, that mentioned all that? Is that his name? Because I'm gonna leave the link in a second after I get off here. Is that the name of the channel that reported on that? So I can tell people to go look. Is that the channel name? Oh, wait a minute. No. You talking about? Oh no, you talking about viral. My bad. I need to find that channel. But when I get off here, it's gonna be in the description, so y'all can go see the whole video on how he described the practice. He said they were pissed. They were there to see Shedeur, and they didn't get a chance to see him a lot. And when they did see him, it was a treat. When they did see him. Okay, is that the name? Contextual. It was Garrett. Yeah, guys, it was Garrett Bush and Big Stacks. Go put that in YouTube. Garrett Bush and Big Stacks. Yeah, Garrett Bush, guys. That's the channel. Okay, so y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm not the only one that heard that. Okay, thank you. Yep, G Bush, the barbershop is who you speaking of. There you go, guys. Thank you. So everybody know. Y'all know what's up. Y'all just like me, yo. Y'all be like, man, what the fuck is going on in Cleveland, man? Y'all heard I even got the video. I didn't want to upload it. I ain't want to bring that kind of attention though. And him throwing to the equipment trainer. I didn't want to do that. I ain't want to do that, yo. I just ignored it. I'm like, all right, maybe that's like kind of a thing they do, like I don't know. But I never seen that when I was at the Washington camp. Never seen it before. And I was there when Robert Griffin III was there. I was watching him. When he was a quarterback there, they used to have their training camp in Richmond, Virginia. And I used to go down there. It used to be free. Okay, you said Garrett Bush got a lot of respect in Cleveland. Right. So he was saying it. He said, yo, man, this dude is the only one that got a home and away jersey. He said, Shedeur, he's telling us stuff that we don't know, because we're not boots on the ground. He said that he has a home and away jersey selling out. A home and away jersey. He's the only one out of the rookies that got that. They making money hand over fist. He is too, though. Don't get me wrong. He making money too now. You said you heard someone say it's normal when you run out of receivers. It's not normal for somebody like of his caliber. That's not normal. That's not normal. I never seen Robert Griffin III throw to no equipment trainers. Matter of fact, I need to email him or something to see if he can talk about that on his show, to see if that's a normal thing. Now, I'd never seen that before. I've been to Giants training camps, Jets training camps, and I was at a Jets training camp when what's his name was the quarterback. What's his name? The dude from USC. Okay, that's the name of the vid, guys, right there. Copy and paste that. Garrett Bush discusses Shedeur Sanders' rise in quarterback battle is an, and then he said there ain't no battle. He said there's no quarterback battle, man. Not that's not the way they treating it. Yeah, Sanchez. Thank you. When Sanchez is there, I went to the. I never seen him throw the equipment trainer. And if you ask me, I would take Shedeur over Sanchez any day, because I seen him up close and personal. I remember when he was sitting at the game eating a hot dog, yo, or whatever the hell he was doing in the middle of a game. I don't know if his sugar levels were low. I don't know why he did that. Yeah, Mark Sanchez. That's how long ago I went to it. And then I went to a Giants camp when they had Eli Manning there. I never seen Eli throw to no equipment trainers, man. I never did. Never did. Now, for a lower string guy, maybe. But technically, Shador is not lower string. He's not. Now, here's my. Let me see. Let me see if I'm if maybe they trying to pull a Jedi mind trick on us. He was a runner up for the Heisman Trophy. He was number 8 or 9 in the running for the Heisman Trophy. If I think he was in the top 10 for the Heisman Trophy. Um, yeah, I don't even want to get into it. We already know. I don't. We already know what it is. We already know what it is, man. We already know what it is. I don't have to go over his accolades. We already know what it is. They know what it is too. Um, and how tall is what's his name? I don't like to knock nobody's height, but how tall is Dylan Gabriel, man? I mean, what's his name in Carolina getting it done, and he's short, so I guess it don't matter. But you said Prime was thinking about going to Cleveland, then decided to go to Boulder. Oh, he 5'11", so he ain't that short. It just Shador. Shador. What he got to be like 6'2"? Shador got to be like 6'2". Um, Flacco like 6'6". You said Shador 6'1". Yeah, he got Dylan Gabriel got to be like 5'10". He's like what's his name in Carolina, which is, height ain't got nothing to do with it. If you can ball, you can ball. Look at Doug Flutie. Doug Flutie was about 5'8", and he damn could ball. But I'm just when I was listening to what's his name podcast, I was just like taken back by it. He was there, he saw it. Oh yeah, since Jackson State. So you've been following the whole situation. You already know what's going on. So I don't know, man. Let me see something. Nah, I can't bring it up. You said they drafted him to get jersey sale money. I mean, here's the thing, man. His highlights are going all over X account, so we're seeing what he's doing. We're seeing what he's doing. Now the thing is, you said Kenny Pickett hurt, so Shedeur getting all right. I hope so. I hope so, big bro. I hope so. Because if not, you're gonna see me all week carry the Cleveland Browns, Joe. I'm gonna carry them all week, and it's not gonna be good. Yeah, at this point, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. I know that's what they said, Roscoe. They said the owner wanted him. The owner did. Do you remember when he got drafted? How the GM and the coach was looking? They weren't happy at all. They weren't happy at all, and I don't like it, yo. It's gonna have the owner might have to step in. The owner might have to step in at some point because it's his team. I'm like, look here. This is what I would say. This, you know what I would say if I was the owner? Yo, check this out, right? I would call in the coach, the general manager, and the quarterback coach. I know y'all like, why the quarterback coach? Because I would call all three of them and I say, listen, um, I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all do. I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all do, okay? With the depth chart and everything. So you guys are guaranteeing me by game 6 we're gonna be over 500. Y'all guaranteeing it, all right? If not, y'all getting fired. Somebody gonna get fired. So go ahead and do what y'all do. Go ahead and do it. And I would have a talk with Shedeur. Shedeur, don't worry about it, man. Just do your thing, okay? Because at this point, he won't even travel with the team if he's fourth string. Because somebody told me they only carry 3 quarterbacks on the road games or in the game period. They only have 3. This ain't like college where you can carry 4. They only carry 3. So what you're telling me is my guy that's the leader in jersey sales, he's not even gonna fly, he's not even gonna get on the airplane. Okay, y'all do what y'all do. But I expect to win this year. I expect to win this year. Yeah, the only way for him to get the first team reps, the owner will have to step in. Because I don't think he getting first team reps tomorrow. I don't. It's gonna be actually he might. He might because you don't have to work Flacco that much. You don't have to work him that much. I would be more concerned with the rookies on them getting it on them reps because I want to see what they can do. Because if need be, one of them got to start this season. If we sitting up there losing, because what if Flacco get hurt? He 40 years old, man. What if he gets hurt? Then what? Kenny Pickett got a hamstring situation. Yeah, they got a serious problem on their hand because the fans is already calling for him. They that's yo that man, that training camp is loaded, man. Who you think they there to see, man? They there to see him and that defensive guy, and then they there to see the wide receiver, man. They there to see all three of them, because that's who I'll be there to see: the wide receiver, Shedeur, and that defensive guy. That's it. You said they planning giving these reps. Okay, we gonna see. If they don't give the reps tomorrow, you'll hear my mouth tomorrow. I'm telling you. Yeah, the politics is still involved. That's why I listened to Life and Football earlier, and he said that Kenny Pickett hamstring got injured. And he said he expect to see Shedeur get bumped up tomorrow, or the coach got some explaining to do. And he said, I don't want to have to talk bad about the coach now. I don't want to have to get negative. No, I'm gonna get negative. I'm gonna get negative. I want to get negative anyway. This is just my opportunity. I'm gonna get negative. I'm gonna make a whole video on why the GM should get fired, yo. Straight up. And I'm gonna tell you something. This hit home to me because I was in the industry for many years, and politics, politics. Sometimes it don't matter how good you are. It's politics, and I wasn't trying to kiss nobody ass because when I figure when we clock out and I'm outside, you don't matter to me. I'm only there to get a check. So I could never kiss up. I could never do it. That's what they wanted you to do. And I just started working for myself, yo. Because at this point, I said the rest of my life, I'm just gonna work for myself. That's it. Um, it's a political thing, and politics is the way it is, man. Oh yeah. Um, you said Max is gonna go full medieval on. Oh, for sure. And I've been waiting to do it. Yeah, I've been waiting. See, here's the thing. I know. See, tell life and football to stay positive, yo. Let me get them. Let me get them, yo. Let me get them. I'm the crazy internet uncle. I'm gonna be the one to get them. See, you know why? Prime. See, Coach Prime has to be politically correct. Shedeur has to be politically correct. Hell, Bucky even got to be politically correct. I ain't got to be politically correct. Okay? I don't have to be politically correct. That's just what it is. You mean to tell me somebody that was a runner-up for the Heisman Trophy is throwing an equipment trainer? No, sir. I've been waiting to get at Barry. I've been waiting to get at him. I've been waiting to get at him. And it's my opportunity. I've been waiting to get at. See, I've been like, damn, I've been like, damn, I've been kind of negative here. You know what I mean? I've been kind of negative. But sometimes you just gotta let them have it. And I'm gonna at all of them. I'm gonna add them. I'm gonna at them on Twitter. I sure am. You see, yeah. Of course, he talking behind the scenes, but he can't say it in prime time. You heard me? I said prime time. He can't say it in prime, but yeah, he probably cussing behind the scenes too. I know he is. But for prime, football is secondary. I just want him to be all right. I want him to be all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to see him back on practice getting at everybody because I love when Prime do that because his practices are hard. You know what I'm saying? His practices actually prepared everybody for the NFL because the practice already hard. The NFL practice ain't even that hard, yo. It's not that hard. You see him trotting around. You see the players trotting around and shit. And it's not like how he ran it in college. So Shedeur is already in shape. He was already in shape when he left Colorado. So guess what, Brock? Guess what? I'm gonna be patient. Just I'm not gonna go full jump out the window yet. Let's just wait till Tuesday. Actually, I might not even be able to wait till Tuesday. I might have to do it Monday. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until I see the Brown podcasters deliver what happened at because there's one podcast I listened to. He actually be out there, so I'm gonna wait to see how many reps Shedeur get. I know. Oh, look, it's better than ever because the pad's going tomorrow. I'm telling you guys right now, if Shedeur lines up with the starters offensive line, he's gonna make them look crazy. I'm just telling you this. He gonna go crazy tomorrow. If he lines up with the ones, he's gonna go. And they've been waiting on it. I heard this. I heard on the grapevine, the ones they like him. Everybody likes him. They got a superstar. Come on, man. Yeah, I think Barbershop might be tomorrow. If he's there tomorrow, I'm definitely gonna listen to him first. But when I listened to him today, I didn't like what I heard, man. And Shedeur is doing everything right. He's a class act, and he only can do what he can do. And then here come the press. Hey Shedeur, why are you not getting this and that? That's not for Shedeur to answer. That's not for him to answer. They just want to get a sound bite. They keep playing with me. I'm gonna take a flight to Cleveland. They keep playing. They keep playing. I'm gonna take a flight to training camp, yo. I'm like, yo, man, what? Well, how come? What's up here, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going? I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. Not with my mouth. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not going. I'm not going. If it's open to the public, I should go. I think. Do you need a press pass or is it open to the public? Yeah, he just waiting. He just waiting for his time. All the jerseys sold out. That's what I heard. You can't even get them in the stores. They sell out as soon as they get them back in. The home and away jerseys, all sold out. Oh, I need a ticket to get in, so I just got to buy a ticket. Practice open to the public, so I just need a ticket so I can just stand out there, huh? You know how you go up to the coach, hey man, I just wanted to meet you, man. What's like, man, I came out here to see 12, man. Like what y'all doing, yo? So we'll wait till tomorrow. See, he should get bumped up tomorrow, and which is good because they got pads on. And he gonna show out tomorrow. I know he just resting right now as we speak. And he in that playbook. He just waiting to go. This is his opportunity because he got to get bumped up. He got to. Hate never wins, but I'm just ready. I'm not. See, when I'm gonna do chess right tomorrow, I'm not even gonna hate. I'm gonna sit up there and read them their rights. I'm not hating. Mm-mm. I know he took a photo with the fans. He always do that. I ain't never seen this before. I ain't never see the fans jocking a fifth string. I've never seen this before. A fifth round. I've never seen this. Never. Because they know he not fifth round. They know it. They know he's not. Never seen this before. You said the Kenny Pickett story appears after the staff meeting today. I think there's a bigger story to this. What you think is the biggest story? I know, but chess ready, but it's gonna seem like I'm hating tomorrow. So just bear with me. Just bear with me. Because I've been waiting to get at that coach. I've been waiting. And you know, he rubbed me the wrong way. You know what he said? About the speeding. It just wasn't a smart thing. It wasn't a smart thing with the dude with the domestic stuff. And you ain't said shit about that. You ain't said nothing about that. What's worse? Now, don't get me wrong. That's still my brother, though. I hope he come back and play. I hope he come back and play because I don't want to see nobody F off all that money. I don't. So I hope he's going to be okay. I hope he's going to be okay. Shit, I was speeding today. I went 5 over the speed limit. Everybody does it. You know what I'm saying? Long as you safe. Look, 5-0 with Rod. I was up in West Point today. West Point, New York. Yeah, I went all the way to West Point. You know, up there at West Point, I went all the way up there, yo. Let me tell you something. If you ever in West Point, you better do the speed limit. I'm talking about in the city of West Point, near West Point, the actual West Point where the cadets are. You better do the speed limit. It's right over there by West Point. If y'all ever been there, it says 20 miles per hour. You better go 20 miles per hour. You better not go 21. You better go 20. You better go 20, man. Because it ain't nothing to do up there. And you will get pulled. You better go 20. I know they sugarcoating Kenny Pickett's departure because I didn't hear about it. I heard about it from Life and Football tonight. I'm just sitting here chilling, right? I'm listening to Colin, right? I didn't. I listened to his last live chat, and I listened to one before. I had to catch up, so I listened to. That's my guy right there. So I got he, keep me good. If I'm because I've been behind following this Diddy trial, so I'm listening to him. He said something. I was like, wait a minute, Kenny Pickett got hurt. I didn't hear about that. And then I heard him say, he said he ain't no excuses. He got to get bumped up. They know he getting ready to shine. If he played with them ones and got the whole starting line, offensive line blocking for him, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, yo. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, it's one offensive line with block. Shedeur had to get on his bike. Shedeur had to take off and start running. I said, why they doing him like that? He had to take off, and he ran too. He ran too. They couldn't catch him. Yep, between him and Dylan, I wanted to see them reps. Now they can't hide them. No, the fans know already. The ones that are there, they be like, man, this is some bullshit. Now that lady, whatever her name is, that reporter, they say whatever she say is like she got the inside scoop, right? I forget her name. Somebody gonna say her name in a second. I was listening to her. You know what she said? She said, "There's no question who's the starter. We all know it's Flacco. Flacco's the starter. But number two is the question. Who's gonna be number two? That's the question." Yep, Mary Kay Cabot. Yep. She was like, we know it's going to be Flacco. He's a 19-year veteran. We know it's him. But she said number two is supposed to be Kenny Pickett. But here's the problem. If he's still having hamstring injuries come opening season, that's a problem. So it's going to be between Gabriel and it got to be Shedeur, man. It got to be. You said she got fired. Who got fired? You said QB1 going to be in a rocking chair. Well, see, that's the thing. You don't. Oh, my bad. I ain't blocked nobody, did I? Oh, see, here's the thing. You don't want to get him hit now. I know she said he did amazing, and she thinks Shedeur she will get first. I know that's what she said, but I thought what she say supposed to be go. He ain't get the first team yet. I know she said that 2 weeks ago. She's impressed with what she see. I already knew she was gonna be impressed. We already know what he can do. Yeah, we already know what he can do. You said she got fired. What'd she get fired for? No, she didn't get fired. Oh, okay, I thought you said she got fired. Nah. No, she got her own podcast. She can't get fired from that. You said Flacco is a backup. That's not. Well, no, she said something about Kenny Pickett number one and Flacco. Nah, Flacco is a starter. She said he's a starter. There's no question he's a starter until he mess up. I saw what Travis was doing to that offense. I saw him. He almost got an interception. And check this out. He almost got an interception on what's the guy with the what's his name? Trevor. He almost got an interception. I saw it. He just picked up where he left off at Colorado. That goes to show how good that Colorado team was and how good their practices were. Really had a good squad, man. They got some really quality players that was on that team last year. Well, I knew he was going to play both ends at Jacksonville just because of the owners. I know how they are. They think outside the box. Yeah, I know Jimmy practicing. You know what the coach said about Jimmy? He said we have to tell him to slow down. He doesn't know how to walk through. We had to show him. We had to slow him down. Do you know what that means? That means they got something in him. They told him, look, Murray, we got to slow you down. We don't want you out here getting hurt. I knew his life had changed when they had told him during that game, you know, the All-Star game he played in. They told him not to play. They don't want to get. They seen enough. I knew his life had changed at that point. They told him we seen enough. We don't need you to play in the game. We seen enough. You said Cam Waters hilarious interviews. Yeah, they asked Cam something about one of the quarterbacks got hurt. He said, He's the only thing I'm worried about is Cam. I'm focused on me. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting no sound bites out of me. She still report for the Browns. She's like the person to go to. That's who I be listening to. Like I be listening to her. I mean, reading her stuff. She likes Shedeur, for sure. I'm just gonna chill tomorrow and read the reports. I suspect him to get bumped up. Period. Because I already know what it's gonna look like. He's already wooing the crowd. Already. Yeah, he did have a few this and that, but if I had said in my one video, if he's not making mistakes, that means he's not working hard enough. You got to make mistakes. You have to. That means you're working hard. Because how you going to get better if you don't make no mistakes? You have to make mistakes. You have to throw a bad pass. You have to because you're not working hard. He working that hard. He's threading the needle. He doing what he got to do. But he's super focused, though. You almost not gonna be able to deny him because the fans gonna start hating. They gonna start hating on that coach. They gonna start booing and everything. Check this out. Watch this. They have a problem on their hand. You know why? Let him show up at that home game in street clothes and see what happens. And they sit up there and get blown out. I already know what's gonna happen. I'm waiting for the season. I'm gonna be zeroed in on the Browns. I might have to get that NFL pass so I can watch all their games and study them and bark at the coach. Because that's what I'm gonna do. You said she's being paid to cover him. She is eyeing him though. She is. She is. She said he's just a class act. He just going about his business. Yeah, she watching him. She gonna love covering him. He's a good kid. He's a good kid, man. Yeah, he locked in. You see his eyes? He's locked in. He's definitely locked in. He's what you call insanely locked in. Well, I mean, she understands what's going on with him, and she gonna keep it 100. Oh yeah, he had a few this and that, but like everybody does. All the reporters are talking about. You know what's funny though? They try to talk about other stuff, right? They got to come back to him. They got like, yeah, Flacco did this, he did that. Okay, but Shedeur, um, he's still with the last team. I think you know what somebody told me. The reporter said that to Shedeur just to get at the coach. They said he wasn't really talking down on Shedeur when he said, "How come you're not getting first something that reps?" He was saying that to get at the coach. They said because they all think it's stupid. That's why it wasn't. It wasn't that they were being sarcastic. It wasn't. It wasn't directed at him. That's what somebody told me. They were directing at the coaching staff because they want to write on him. They ain't got nothing to write on if he ain't throwing the first team. But they look. Let's all be clear. They're there for him. All them fans, they there for him. They there for that receiver that they got, and they there with that defensive player. That's it. That's who they there for. Fuck this. Oh, I'm gonna get on the owner too. Just to let y'all know, I'm gonna get on him too. But I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna get on with the. Actually, at this point, I got to get on the coach. At this point, unless they ain't trying to win, I don't know. We'll see. As far as I'm concerned, right now, if they had all the quarterbacks there, it would be Shedeur and Deshaun. That's it. That's it for me. That's it. Shedeur, you can learn under Deshaun this and that. I don't know if Deshaun, if his Achilles mess up, then Shedeur going in. That's how I would have it. Well, Max, you draft him in fifth round. So what? So what? He's number two. That's it. All he needed was offensive line. That's it. You don't throw for over 3,000 yards on your back. He did that. Running for his life, he threw for 3,000 yards. Over 3,000 yards. Who does that? Ain't nothing to hate on Ward or Travis. It's just that they got a hard on for the Sanders name, man. That's just what it is, man. Yeah, he's not a fifth rounder. So that's what I'm saying. That's why he's getting all the attention he's getting. The fans know he's not a fifth rounder, man. They not. The team know that too. I mean, at this point, I'm being real with y'all. If I'd rather for him to just go ahead and go to the Jets at this point. I'm sorry, yo. I have to tell you this. I know we got Justin Fields. He don't got banged up. He don't got banged up. Yes, he did. So I would rather for much at this point for Shador to just go to the Jets, man. At this point, all right, because at least we can use him. You know what I'm saying? He definitely won't be fourth string with the Jets. I mean, I just had to tell y'all real quick. You know what I'm saying? At this point, he might as well Because I don't know, man. Justin Fields, I don't know, man. I don't know if he's gonna stay healthy, man. I don't know. We need Shedeur there. So at this point, they go ahead and let Shedeur go and bring him to the Jets, man. Like they were supposed to do. You said football keeps kicking the Jets. I knew you. Damn. Look, guys. I know. Listen, Shedeur, he gonna come to the Jets, man. I was just up in Shedeur. If you listen, I was just up in Edgewater today. There's some nice houses in Edgewater, Shedeur. Right overlooking the water and everything. I could see you over there. You hear what I'm saying, Shedeur? No, Shedeur. Listen, he ain't going to Dallas. Look, I'd rather for him to stay with the Browns. You heard me? I'd rather for him to stay with the Browns, man. Like for real. For real, I'd rather for him to stay with the Browns. Even though CD Lamb would love for him to be there. Oh, CD Lamb would love for him to be there because you remember that last year when CD Lamb and Dak got into it on the sideline. He said, "Dak, you threw a bad ball, man." Yeah, he might be fed up with Dak, but he paid Dak. Ain't nobody telling him to pay him all that money. So what he gonna do? And you know the thing is, what they were saying is, Dak don't really hang out with him. You know what I'm saying? Dak do his own thing. You see what I'm saying? So he don't even hang out with Jerry like that. You see? So, oh, Shedeur. Oh man, Jerry would love Shedeur. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes, he would love Shedeur. But see, I don't want him to go there. See, that's the thing. At this point, I mean, shit, you got to deal with the lesser. I'd rather him stay at the Browns then, if he can't go to the Jets. You see what I'm saying? Like at this point, because Justin, he gonna be all right. He gonna make it to the season, but he got to stay healthy. Shedeur, man, there's some nice houses up in Edgewater, Shedeur. You'll love it over there. Oh yes, or in Hoboken, Shedeur, Hoboken, or East Rutherford, wherever. I think Edgewater or Fort Lee, Shedeur. That's where y'all live at. Because it ain't because Shedeur Edgewood ain't that far from the stadium. It's right there. It's just a hot skip and a jump, Shedeur. I was just over there today. And you'll love it over there. Right close to New York City, Shedeur. You see what I'm saying? You come on with the Jets, man, because the Browns don't know what they're doing. You see all them shorts I'm sharing of Shedeur highlights? Because they act like he ain't him. That's what they acting like. This is crazy, man. I don't want to have to get negative, guys. I really don't. I expect somebody to tell tomorrow Max he with the first, second string, man. Like, all right. Then I'll shut my mouth. Um, no, Atlanta got Michael Penix. He up there in Atlanta. They don't need a quarterback. Who did the Raiders get? They got what's his name? Yeah, he could go to Miami. Tua need to go ahead and retire. Like at this point, they got Geno Smith. The Raiders. Damn, how long he been in the league, yo? I give it to Geno. He been in the league a long time. Shout out to Geno Smith. Nah, man, not Dallas, man. Jerry love to have him at this point, but see, he gave Dak all that money, so he got to play Dak. He has to. Well, he gonna let him go and take a huge salary cut. He can't do that. He got to go with Dak, man. I mean, damn, Dak. He paid you all that money. You can't even go play golf with him. God damn, Dak. That's robbery. That either that or elder abuse. I don't know how he got all that money. But shout out to Dak, man. Shout out to his agent. He must got Kirk Cousins' agent. Shit. Like, how did he get all that money? What was Jerry doing, man? Oh, yo, you know what they said? They said Jerry was thinking about stepping down. He was. He was thinking about it. But then he said he thought about it and he can't step down. You heard Detroit trying to put something together. Well, let me see. Shedeur in Detroit. How would I like that? Let me see. In the Motor City. Yeah, they'll love Shedeur there. They would. They'll love, because he's a blue collar type of player. They'll love him in Detroit. Oh yes, they'll love him there. But that's not happening. The Browns not letting him go. I'm just letting you guys know this. The Browns are not letting him go. That's the weird part. Like, nah, we good. We got him here. He basically said this is Dak's last chance to prove him. So he gonna pretty much send him away with a lot of money. So you said you were hold on, let me go back. Well, I missed that You said you were a diehard Patriots fan, but was never into Brady. Well, y'all got a quarterback. Y'all got what's his name from North Carolina. Y'all got a decent quarterback. Yeah, you guys got something going on up there. Um, yo, you know who I didn't know who was with the Jets, yo? Jason Taylor's son. Jason Taylor's son is the tight end for the Jets. He played at LSU. I forgot about that. Y'all remember Jason Taylor used to play for for the Miami Dolphins, Hall of Famer? His son played for the Jets now. Got drafted out of LSU. All we needed was Shedeur. That's all we needed. Because, guys, I was so taken back by this draft, yo. Because I had it all planned out. Because I'm here. I'm here. Listen, I only live 20 minutes from the stadium. I'm right here. Because I already had it planned out. After the trial, after I finished the Diddy trial, I'm going to go with my tripod and hang out in the parking lot at the stadium because the backdrop. I could sit out there and vlog and talk Shedeur all day, and the stadium is in back of me. And then I can take y'all in and watch the practices and hopefully get a drop from Shedeur. I had it all planned out. I had it all planned out how it was going to go down. I had it all planned out. I was going to get my press pass. I had that set up. I never filled it out. As soon as I saw they ain't draft him, I ripped it up. I mean, I just didn't do it. I had it all planned out. I had it all planned out, man. I said, because I'm going to be right here. Okay? So then I can go to the games and... All right, Joe, have a good night. So I was going to do that. But then they derailed my situation, man. Yo, I even had a diehard Jets fan. I was even telling him about Shedeur. And then he started looking at the highlights. He said, yo, so Shedeur, he really like that, huh? I said, yeah. So then he started looking into it more. And they pissed they didn't get Shedeur. They pissed about it. The fans is pissed. They said, but what about the cleats he had made up? We thought he was coming with us. I said, man, you talk to your people, man. But one thing I do know, whatever is supposed to be for him is going to be for him. That's how it's going to work out. You said his name is not Diddy. It's the last. Oh, Lord. Well, that trial ain't had nothing to do with that right there. That trial was a joke. I went to the trial every day, just to let y'all know. I was in the courtroom. I was in the courtroom and everything, man. Diddy's sitting up there looking like he's sitting up there looking like what's his name? Morgan Freeman. His hair is straight up gray, yo. I was like, damn, he's sitting up. They got him looking like Morgan Freeman. He looking like Morgan Freeman on us. But I had it all planned out, man. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go on up there. Cause I had it all planned. I was like, yeah, they gonna draft. I'm gonna go up there. And I'm gonna stay up here for the rest of the season. I had it all planned out, what I was gonna do. I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because it's open. They're training. Everything is open to the public. I said that's gonna be right down my alley, right there, covering the games. But they just like all the other teams, man. They on some bullshit. So they got what's his name, Jackson Dart. I think they said he looking a little better. Last time I checked. He looking all right. I'm not hating on the kid. Because I said when the draft, I said he the third best in the draft, our quarterbacks. I mean, he doing all right. He doing all right. He ain't doing like our boy would be doing. But he doing all right. He doing all right. I ain't gonna hate on the kid. They have a good one. But at this point, man, Shedeur, come on to New York City, man. Come on to the Jets, Shedeur. Come on, man. Come on, man. Your boy is already there. Sauce Gardner there, Shedeur. Come on to the Jets, man. At Bus Nation Daily, you hooking up with Colin and the CERN. You mean at the Colorado games? For sure, yo. I'm gonna go to some of the games this year, for sure. I just don't know which ones yet, but yes, I am gonna make it up to Boulder, man. Like for real. Shout out to Coach Prime. He looking better. I think they say he's supposed to have some type of press conference tomorrow. But health is before anything else. Football is secondary. Football is secondary, man. As long as he's all right. But I saw Bucky's video. He said they last day in Texas. You know what I'm saying? They went to go see Shiloh real quick. You know what I'm saying? But he up there doing what he got to do in Tampa Bay. Shiloh's gonna be okay. He has an NFL mentality. I ain't worried about him on defense. I'm just worried that he don't get his ass kicked out the game for decleating somebody. But other than that, I ain't worried about him. His mentality, he's suited for that game. You know what I'm saying? He's in the right position too. He's in the right position. The coaches like him. That's an old school type of player. You know what I'm saying? You need somebody like that on the team. So he fitting in right just fine. So who else we got to follow? Jimmy looking good up there. All of them doing their thing, man. But when that coach said that he had to tell Jimmy to slow down, I said, yeah, Jimmy is good, man. They're really impressed with what they're seeing with him. They're impressed. They said they had to tell him to slow down during walkthroughs. He does not slow down. He does not. He goes hard. I tell you, them players, man, Jimmy ain't come to play, yo. LeJounte, I already know what he gonna do. He got good separation ability, kind of like a Deshaun Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like that. So I'm not worried about him. He's made for the game too. I'm not worried about LeJounte. I'm not worried about him. Not worried about him. He's in the right spot too, up in Baltimore. Yeah, I'm definitely not worried about him. And it looked like Will Shepherd gonna do his thing too. Let me tell you why. Because I heard that Green Bay is mad with their wide receiver room, so they bringing him in. They need some reinforcements, so he'll be straight up there. So he good to go. He got in the right position because they need him. They want somebody that ain't there to play. So he gonna be good too. Again, it just goes to show how good that Colorado team was last year. They were really that good. Yeah, Shiloh's gonna be fine. I ain't worried about him. Not worried about him. Just leave him away from them wide receivers. Don't. I know they got it like that too, where you can't hit him, because he will for sure get in a fight. The way he hits, for sure. So I ain't worried about him. He already looking like a pro. He got bigger and everything. He's already in pro form. Yeah, they been ready to work. You see how Coach Prime run those practices? They are geared to work hard. You know what I'm saying? And I told you the NFL, man, they don't look like they be going hard like that. I watched them in camp before when I would see the Redskins play. They be trotting around and jogging and shit. I mean, don't get me wrong, they go hard in on one-on-ones though. Don't get me wrong, them 7-on-7s and all that. Oh yeah, they be going hard for sure. You said Shiloh got, yeah, Coach Swayze don't put, how many people he don't put in the league though? Think about it. And he was working with Mayers, and now Mayers worked his way up to the point where he's a pro. He's going to Canada. You see what I'm saying? So he worked his way up to getting a check. Now, it's like Swayze and the running back said, what's the running back that was up there working with him? He said, look, the ball in your court, you can easily turn this around and get to the league. You just got to put that work in. But he's on the right path. He's up there. You get paid up in Canada. You still get paid to do what you can do. But Coach Swayze, he got him. He did get Shiloh in shape. He for sure did. Shiloh got bigger actually, and he got him in. He got him ready to go. And they'll probably come back with him in the off season as well, because he trained a lot of people, man. I like how he trained in the Colorado team. I like how he talked to him. He said, "Yeah, y'all building. You got to do this and that." So he just know what he talking about. You say everybody else talking about going fishing. They always, man, them boys can work, man. Yeah, he's smooth and calm with it. But he's like, yeah, you got to do this. He got them boys working hard, though. They definitely, they definitely looking like they in shape. They looking good, man. They just ready for coach to come in now. You know how he is. They possibly got another Heisman hopeful. If Salter can run for close to 1,000, throw for over 3,000, he pretty much get him in the bowl game. He looking at a Heisman as well, or at least up there, if he can put those type of numbers in. But they're in a really good position in the quarterback position because they got two good quarterbacks they can go right now, and they got a running game. Got Falk there. Um, they're gonna be looking like something this year, looking good. Them boys is hungry too. You see how they going in practice? They hungry. But guys, I won't take too much more of your time. I'm gonna get up out of here. I will be back tomorrow with the foolishness if they don't do what they gotta do with Shedeur. Um, I've been known to jump out the window. I do it. So hopefully, I'll give them to Tuesday. How about that? No, actually, I'm gonna give them to tomorrow because tomorrow they're working out tomorrow, aren't they? So we're gonna see what they do tomorrow. We'll see what they do tomorrow. But y'all have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy the start of your week. Have a safe week. And I will be back tomorrow after camp, for sure. I'm gonna listen to the podcast first, see what everybody got to say, and I expect him to get bumped up. That's just what it is. That's it. I expect him to get bumped up, or I'm gonna go jump out the window on that coach. But some people say, no, Max, just wait till Wednesday or Thursday. We'll see. We'll see. But I didn't know, man. I ain't know Mr. Pickett got hurt. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So let him rest up and let the rookies do what they got to do. That's it. So shout out to everybody else. Shout out to Travis. I saw what Travis did. He almost got an interception. I saw it. I saw it. He jumped it and almost caught it. And that's a dangerous dude, man. You throwing his way. He's dangerous. Because when basically what Travis is, it's a cheat code. Even though he's a defensive back, when he's guarding, he really is a wide receiver, and he's turning into one. That's why he get all them interceptions. So he's in a very unique position. There's nobody like him. So wish him. He's doing good. So I'm gonna be watching him. Cam Ward up there doing his thing. I'm watching him because he's officially the family. You know what I'm saying? Even though he was a Miami Hurricane and all that, but he got Darryl as a coach. So long as he got Darryl as a coach, that's our guy. So I'm gonna be watching Cam. I believe is Darryl working with Salter. Somebody told me that. So Salter should be good if he is working out with him. I believe he is. You say Kenny got teasing Shedeur. Karma's a bitch. What do you mean he teasing him? Shedeur better than he is anyway. Like that's just all I can tell you. Already, I'm just saying. I saw Kenny Pickett throwing in practice. I saw him. I'm not impressed. Maybe I'm not impressed because I want Shedeur to get those reps, man. I don't know, but I ain't feeling Kenny Pickett. I'm not feeling him. So, but anyway, Shedeur he doing a good job. He's answering the questions very well. He's a professional. He's already groomed for it anyway. Because come on, man, he's already groomed for this already. So he already know what to do. But we'll wait and see tomorrow. But guys, I appreciate y'all joining. I will catch you guys later. Y'all have a good one.